This video is going to cover Factory Track App configuration using MDM Managed App Feature Deployment. Here's a few assumptions before we get started. Number one, we expect you already have a working knowledge of your MDM and know how to add a device to that environment. For this video, we're using SOTI MDM. Number two, we also figure you have the latest version of the Factory Track app already installed on the devices or device you want to configure, which at this writing is version number 72. Number three, we also expect you have a working knowledge of Factory Track and understand how to set up a device for the Factory Track app and how to build a QR code in the Factory Track app QR code generator form. If you understood everything covered above, let's go ahead and continue. Alright, let's log into our MDM. As I said earlier, for this demonstration, we're using SOTI Mobile Device Management. For Managed App Configuration Deployment, you can do this a few different ways, but for this demonstration, we're going to deploy using policies. Once logged in, you can edit the policy, then go to the Apps tab. Then click on the three dots in the Factory Track app and then select Configure. Once you select Configure, the screen changes and you see some more choices. Select the Managed App Config, and here is where the magic happens. Make sure you move the slider over to expose the registration JSON field if it isn't already. Make sure you can click inside that field. We're finished here for the moment. Now let's log into Factory Track. Once logged into Factory Track, open the Factory Track QR code generator form. You can see we've already created a QR code. After you create your QR code, click on the Additional tab and copy and paste the entire encrypted JSON using the mouse and keyboard. Don't right-click copy paste. Use your mouse and select all of the encrypted JSON text and copy it with Control-C. After you copy the encrypted JSON text, go back to your MDM and the Managed App Configuration form. Now we're back in the Managed App Configuration form. Paste the encrypted JSON into the registration JSON field and save it. Once saved, we can assign that particular configuration to a single piece of hardware, a predefined group of hardware, or the entire fleet. For this demonstration, we'll assign it to one device, a Zebra MC9300. Depending on your MDM, it may be immediate or it may take a few minutes or longer. You may or may not have to reboot your devices. We'll reboot this device to ensure we don't have to wait any longer than we have to. After the reboot, you can see the device and the config taking over and the login prompt. And that's how Factory Track app works with MDM configuration deployment.